Yeah, right, perfect. That's working. Right, hey guys, just for anyone who has jumped on at the moment, I'm just recording a live stream podcast with Sara Mooney. So you will have to excuse us for a second while we re-record our introductions. And then we'll get on with it. So let me just pull my notes up as well. There we go. Right, Karen, are you good to go?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. Perfect. We'll be at 15 or 20 minutes probably, but probably by the time we finish speaking. Okie dokie. Well, hey guys, it's Matt Haycox here, and today I've got with me Sara Mooney, who is the MD of Sara. I say Sara. Oh, actually, I'll start again. Is it Sarah or Sara?
Well, Sara.
Sara. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that again. Hey guys, it's Matt Haycox here, and today I've got with me Sara Mooney, who's the MD of Sara Eden Introductions, which is an upmarket introduction agency. So first time we've ever had anyone like yourself on here, Karen. So thanks a lot for joining us. Just to, I guess, put this into context, so since lockdown, Sara Eden has had a 50% increase in the number of people joining the agency. And even though people can only do virtual dating at the moment, you know, could this be a thing of the future? So, Karen, thanks a lot for being here.
Pleasure. Thank you very much for inviting me. I think it's very much a thing for the future. I think my business model is completely changing. At times like this, we've never had anything like this, like COVID-19 before, have we? But I think at first, business was very quiet, and then all of a sudden it just went boom. As people started thinking about the important things in life, and one of the most important things in life is being happy, being in a relationship, being with somebody you really want to be with. It's all very well being on the career ladder all the time and, you know, thinking about how much money you're making or whatever, but it's not things that people are thinking about now. It's themselves people are thinking about. So we've been interviewing by different video platforms, Skype and Zoom, and it's been really interesting because you've actually gone into people's homes and it's been very intimate. I didn't think it would be quite as intimate as it was. I thought it would be a bit sort of clinical, but it's not. It's really nice. I've had somebody break down into tears when I interviewed them because they were talking about a husband who she was widowed, and then we've taken on somebody from the Channel Islands. So I think now it'll give Sara Eden the opportunity to take people on from further afield. We're actually Zooming a lady from the States tomorrow. In fact, we have had 2 weddings with people from the States in the past. Yeah. But it's fantastic. It's very exciting. It's sad that it's taken something like COVID-19 for this to happen, but it certainly is proving a success.
So just to backtrack a little bit, just to, I guess, you know, put the context of your business into I guess into the current situation. I mean, how long have you been trading? How did you actually get into this line of work yourself? And what makes your agency different to others? I mean, I know you describe it as upmarket, but, you know, I mean, what does that mean? And I guess, you know, what would a customer be expecting?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I started 32 years ago this year. At the time, I was working at Buckingham Palace. I broke my shoulder. I was in my 20s, and I suddenly thought, it was 1988. You know, women could have it all, and men were a bit scared of us, if you like, because we had our own careers, our own houses, and everything. And I suddenly thought my friends couldn't meet men, and men couldn't meet the women. They didn't necessarily want to hang about in wine bars. So that's how I started. I started with 50 friends and £2,000. Yes, on my kitchen table. And the first, probably about the 5th person I interviewed, later on, many years later, he got married to us, and I said to him, "Why did you join when I interviewed you on my kitchen table?" And I'd only just started. He said, "I believed in you." So it's interesting. And so that was 32 years ago. What makes us special? We have a fantastic relationship with our clients. If you look at our website, you'll see videos from happy couples and everything. And our 30th anniversary celebrations on the 22nd of September 2018 were fantastic. We had a big party. We couldn't invite everybody over the years because there's been too many, but we had different couples. We had babies, we had children, we had couples who'd been married 29 years, 28, 29 years. And it was just fantastic. And it was just lovely to see everybody. And it was also quite funny as well, because some of the people who'd been dating, some of the couples who came along, they'd actually dated the partners of other couples all those years ago. So they were reminiscing as well. And one of the couples who came along, he said his son, who was an airline pilot, couldn't meet the right sort of woman. So eventually he joined, and he met his partner last year, and they had a beautiful baby daughter on the 8th of November last year called Sophia.
Oh, fantastic.
Works. Like a big family, I think.
What makes a typical customer, either for you or in your industry? I mean, is it older, younger, more male than female? You know, is there a reason why they've turned to an agency as opposed to doing it the old school way? You know, why does someone pick up the phone to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Most of our clients come in through word of mouth. They know somebody who's met somebody through Sara Eden. They're all business and professional people, retired professional people as well, but they're all looking ultimately for a long-term relationship. If people want to casually date, just, they won't come to us. They trust us to help find them a partner, hopefully for life. And maybe on the way to finding that partner, they can make friends. That's the profile of the most people who come to us. But some of the older people, we've got a chap who got married through a second time round in 1991. His wife sadly died, and he was 75 now. He just wanted to make female friends. And he's met 3 lovely ladies, and they cook together and spend time together. And for him, that is a successful outcome.
Now, but prior to the Corona situation, I mean, how much of your business was online anyway? I mean, I think before we started recording, you were referring to interviewing somebody in America. I mean, were these kind of things normal for you anyway, or so you were always a kind of a face-to-face agent?
We were always face-to-face. We've got 2 offices, one in Central Windsor opposite the castle, and one in Westminster, and previously, we thought we'd invited people to our offices. Now, the opportunities for us are tenfold, because we're interviewing people further afield, people who haven't got the time to come to see us as well. And so yes, we've probably done 2 Skype interviews in the past. That was it. Everyone else had to come to see us. Even the people we'd taken on from overseas, they had to come to one of our offices. So
really?
That's why business is increasing so quickly and fantastically.
And how do you see yourself changing for the future now? Is this going to be? Are you going to retain the Windsor and the other physical location? Do you think, and add online to your strategy, or do you think you could see yourself going completely online?
I think at the moment we're going to keep the offices, but just add the virtual interviewing as well, because it will certainly. But then, who knows? In the future, we might not need the offices. We might just need one. But certainly, it's a new way of working, and it works.
So, I mean, I've written a couple of blogs in the past, actually, in terms of what's the word? I guess the parallels of dating life, to situations in business, etc. I think the last one I remember was I'd written a kind of a tongue-in-cheek piece about what I can learn from my Tinder experiences, to help my business. But yes, it was in jest, but the reality of the situation is, I think whether you're trying to put your best foot forward on a date or on a job interview, or trying to build rapport with a customer or a supplier, or somebody in your team, many of the principles are the same. Whatever it is you're looking to do. I mean, how involved do you get with your clients? Once you've kind of match them up with someone to speak to. I mean, do you teach them how to behave better, how to develop rapport, what they should and shouldn't do, and if they should clean their teeth?
Yeah, well, hopefully there's people we track now to clean their teeth. We do if we need to, but most they're confident, sensible people. They're business leaders, professionals, lawyers, doctors, bankers, all sorts of entrepreneurs. So they do sort of know. But sometimes, if say somebody's been married for many, many years and they've been widowed or something, we will need to give them a little bit of coaching because they're a bit nervous about getting out there again, you know, and meeting other people. But something that we found very interesting is our clients who've been virtually meeting each other, they've been really getting to know each other in this virtual world before they actually meet. So it's going to be really interesting when they actually meet each other to see how getting to know each other virtually has progressed the relationship, if that makes sense. And of course, you're virtually meeting, so there's no physical, you know, interaction there, is there?
So you'll be creating a whole new section of people who've got itchy feet for lockdown to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
And why would a client typically come to you? I mean, obviously, I know we say if they want long term, obviously if they're looking for long term, not just casual multiple dating. But why does someone normally feel that they need to engage the professional services of someone like yourself? Rather than looking in the phone book, the friends of friends, or meeting people out and about.
Exactly. Well, they know that by coming to Sara Eden, they're meeting people who want to be met. We've interviewed everybody, virtually or in person, and it's our reputation is I love my business. I've done it for 32 years, so hopefully we know what we're doing by now. So we can't help everybody. We do turn people away if we can't help them. If people have unrealistic expectations, or there's some other reason that we can't help them, but they trust us.
Three arms, four eyes, and
yes. Oh yeah, I once got into trouble for saying that with a newspaper.
I always get into trouble for saying something, but if I can't say it on my own podcast, where can I say it?
Exactly. So they trust us. What happens is they'll either come along or we virtually interview them, and then we make a selection of profiles we think are suitable for that person. And then they select who they want to meet, and then we introduce them. Our aim is to get them fixed up as quickly as possible, because then they'll tell their friends about us. And it's another success story, hopefully. But we can't guarantee on, definitely finding everyone love, but we give it a good go.
And I think I heard that you're doing some special deals for key workers, or there's some COVID related promotions you've got, isn't there?
Yes, obviously the people have to fit within our Sara Eden clientele. So doctors, nurses, we're giving away £50,000 worth of membership memberships to thank them, our lovely NHS, for everything they've done. So yes, that's what we're doing.
So just give yourself a little shout out in terms of where people can find you, where they can get in touch with the agency, if they can find you on social, or how they can beat a path to your door now they're ready to fix their lockdown loneliness.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, well, they can either phone us on 0207 499 9626. That's our London number. Or visit the website, which is www.sara-eden.co.uk. Or yes, that's it. Or they can look at us on Facebook, which is Sara Eden Facebook. And they can read our blogs, look at our videos, and look at our success stories. And yeah, any questions anyone has, we'd be really delighted to answer.
Fantastic. I was going to say you're the first person to have ever given a telephone number out on this. It almost feels prehistoric to think in terms of telephone numbers anymore, doesn't it?
No, I think I'm a bit prehistoric, to be fair, Matt. But
no.
quickly coming to the here and now with the help of my son, who's teaching, and your podcasts about various things, particularly YouTube. Yes, hopefully I'm coming to the here and now.
I'm sure you're there already. You're 32 years in the making. You've got plenty of success tricks, I'm sure.
Yes, I hope so.
Listen, Karen, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Like I said, very, very different and unusual guest for me. So it was interesting to hear some of your stories, and I look forward to keeping in touch and hearing more.
Yeah, thank you very much, Matt. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks, Karen. Right, I'm just going to press N now. Just 1 second.